Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Right now we're going to go talk to, where the fuck is he? Johnson Nash. My name's Brian, your host and commentator, by the way. Where'd that sumbitch go? Walk around down here somewhere? Did he wander? He must have wandered into this back room. Let's see. Now that I left the door open, god damn it. Dude, where is this fucking guy? Maybe he wandered into the... You in here, Johnson? Nah. Mr. Nash!
Evening.
Where is this fool? Wish it wasn't so dark. He's probably sitting down or some... Yeah. Is that you? Nope, that's not you. Oh my god. There you are, motherfucker.
Hey, youngster. Still hanging about Prim,
yeah.
huh?
It's about goddamn time I found you. Have anything for sale?
Well, yes and no. My shop's got plenty of stock. Problem is, I ain't going into my shop until I know it's good and safe.
Not gonna lie, I think I may have been in your shop. Now, asking him questions about his robot, if you will lead down the whole companion side quest that you can do. And like I said, it's that robot on the thing. I'm on the counter in the store, and I'm gonna ignore that for now. Who are you, by the way?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
Well, son of a bitch, I'm a courier with the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
Oh. Well, I lost a package I was supposed to deliver. How about that?
You have a delivery order you can show me?
What can you tell me about this job?
Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
Well, 250. Oh, they got more. I guess I was getting paid 250. What was strange about it?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
He canceled.
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Do you know who he was, where he went?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Enough for me to say.
Some men stole my package. Wait, hold on. Let's do the cowboy robot first. You mean Prim Slim?
Nope. Different fella. Bigger. Had himself a face on a screen. And he talked more like you or me.
I wonder if that could be Victor. Some men stole my package. A man in a checkered suit and some thugs. Did they pass this way?
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of those men shot me. I need to know the best way to get to them.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
I'd like to ask you about something else. So now that just activated a quest called My Kinda Town. And that's the quest we're going to be doing this episode. It has 3 different outcomes. Where can I get info on the man that shot me?
Some notes he was taking while he was eavesdropping around the Powder gangsters. He'll be your best source of information on that subject.
All right, I get it. We got to find Deputy Beagle. I want to ask you some more about the delivery I was supposed to make. I don't think he has anything. Yeah, nothing more to Expound upon. What can I do to help Prim?
Right now, Beagle is the closest Prim's got to any organized law. But he's still stuck up in Bison Steve.
Son of a
First
bitch.
thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there.
Alright, I think I could do that. Why do you keep calling them gangsters? I thought they were called powder gangers.
Gangers, gangsters, all sounds like trouble to me.
Yeah, they are all trouble. I have some questions about Prim.
Well,
Let me throw that one at you. Do you know where I can find the courier office?
Sure do. I run the courier office out of my shop. Leastways I did before things went to hell around here.
I have some questions about Prim. What happened to Prim?
Let's see. Been tough around here for a good while now. Worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First there was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. A little while ago, a good chunk of them left whatever kind of organization they got up there to squeeze all the food and drink out of us they could.
Now that I think about it, I don't think he had said powder gangsters yet when I asked that, but what's at Vicky and Vance?
That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. Now, they can't rush us without eating a good bit of hot lead, but we are in a kind of box canyon. Guess this is a fitting place for that as any. I reckon
Guess
that
so.
if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here.
Alright, well, I think there was one more. Yeah, what's the Bison Steve?
It's an old hotel and casino here in town. Old Laura used to rent out rooms there, but she took off months ago. Across the way from the Vicky and Vance, the other old casino. Can't miss it.
Alright, that's all we have to talk to him about. Let's go ahead and get this quest line started.
Please.
Looks like we gotta head on over to the Bison Steve Hotel, folks. We gotta rescue Deputy Beagle. This is where you can have a 40 speech check, but I realized that because he has a unique note on him, they have to pickpocket him. And yeah, I could do the speech check and then try and pickpocket him later. But you can just, actually, I might be able to access his inventory. Yeah, we'll try it that way. Let's go ahead and head on in, shall we? Door to the Bison Steve Hotel. Let's fuck some powder gangers up. Ah! Oh man, they're throwing dynamite. These boys have dynamite. Them boys have dynamite. And take care of this guy. Grab his dynamite. It's like grabbing his dick. Dynamite looks like a dick, don't it? Let's go over here. Man, it is. I should have closed my blinds. I have a little bit of a glare going on. So we have this level 75 locked door. We're going to open this next episode. I was going to do all three of those hard locks with the 75s on them this episode, but I think we'll do it next episode instead when we're cleaning up the surrounding areas here in Prim, getting goodies. Alright, varying. Oh, wow, okay. So, hacking this terminal, which is an easy one, requires 25, allows you to disengage the lock on the door. Behind this door also has the maintenance key, which unlocks a average lock door. So, I'm obviously not going to do that. I want the experience points from unlocking that door.
Found you.
If I have to worry about it later, let's knuckle this fool. Get knuckled. Ooh, get thumped. Julio Gonzalez doesn't play this bullshit. He throws hands. Here's that elevator that we fixed the last episode. We're going to be exploring the first floor of this episode. Basically wrapping up the Bison Steve Hotel. Here's the only Sunset Sarsaparilla star bottle cap that you'll get. You got enemies straight ahead in that room. This is the maintenance key, or the maintenance door. Oh, it's an easy lock, not an average. Look at that. Requires 25 to open. There's usually a powder ganger walking around in there. Okay, he's not there. Maybe he's down the other side of the hall. I'm going to see if he wanders into this place while we visit the gift shop real quick. I kind of overlooked it. Not too much going on in here right now except for a skill book. Got some bottle caps sitting on the on here. You can snag. Get some pre-war money. Don't know why I opened up that extra menu. That's why I downloaded the mod so I wouldn't have to go through all that shit. One more cap down here. Oh no, we got two more caps. Boom. More pre-war money too. I think I just picked up a cup, but that's fine. pack of cigs. Here's the skill book, Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor. Ooh, pre-war money. Here's the second hard lock in here. So we have the one in the Vicky and Vance, and we have two here in the Bison Steve. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use that Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor to get my barter up by +3 permanently. That way I can sink 2 points into it eventually. That'll put it at 20. Okay, so yeah, we have the boss and some other guys over there straight ahead. Still don't see that powder ganger. Another pack of cigs. I checked this right. Yeah, I did. Let's see if he's wandering. He is wandering. I'm gonna ambush him.
I'm hit.
Boom! I was just like, thump, thump, boom! It was just a 1, 2, 3, and he was done. All right, got W.B.R.i.a.n right there. Let's just run on in and get crazy here. This is the gang leader right here. He has an incinerator.
Damn!
I was just bouncing in front of me and getting in the way. The hell did that incinerator even go? There it is. I want to make sure it didn't clip out or something. I want to sell it. The fuck is this guy? There you are. Haha. Sneaky bitch. It's dark in here. I have a glare. This guy's throwing dynamite too. This guy's crazy. That boy's crazy. What if he would have hit fucking Deputy Beegs? What if he would have hit Beegs? Okay, we got that. Let's go ahead and loot these bodies. There's nothing to really get in here. Besides, I guess, the loot on the bodies and the incinerator from the boss if you want that. Which, by the way, where did that go? Did I pick it up? I might have. Oh, no, it's on his... Well, it's on the floor, but you can still search his body, I guess, to scoop it. Leather armor. I'm going to repair my leather armor with his leather armor. Sounds like a plan. Here's that main lobby area that we were just in. Not much to the first floor, as you can see, which is fine by me. None over in this corner, so don't worry. Trash can. Hey, maybe there's a magazine in it. You never know. Pack of cigs. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk to Deputy Beegs. I think I have a way of getting that journal while also getting the 40 experience points from the speech check. So let's see. There's got to be some more purified water lying around. Here, I'll take some whiskey because I think I'll need that for a barter check coming up. I'm going to be like 2 points shy after using that skill bug. But let's talk. Alright, so I had to do a jump cut because I messed something up with the dialogue here. But here we go, Deputy Beegs.
I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
You must be Deputy Beegs.
Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free.
How'd you end up being a hostage?
I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest the lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here.
I hear you may have information on some cons that came through here with a guy in a checkered suit.
Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
You can tell me, or you can rot in here. Here's that 40 speech check that you can do.
Well, you look to
I've
be
been talking about for the last like 5 episodes.
Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to Novak. If you want to follow them, I strongly suggest that you follow the road through Nipton. There are a lot of dangerous things out in the desert. You won't have me with you to protect you, as I need to stay here and keep Prim safe.
Sure. Okay, let's go ahead and release him. You can just set him free now. I'll set you free now.
That's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
Alright, you can pass another speech 25 check. If you try to run away instead of fighting at my side, I'll kill you myself. And then you can just be like, I didn't cut you loose so you could run away, stick with me. And he's like, oh, I appreciate being a bodyguard. So either of these options, or all three of them. So these two, he'll head on his way out. And this one, he'll stay with you and help you fight.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never
of course, we killed everyone.
Kidnappers with my help. Without it. You lead the way.
Okay. So, grab all this purified water that I forgot to grab after I reloaded things. Oh yeah, I wanted to
If we were to miss a convict or two in here, who'd know the difference?
Who would know the difference? Beagle, take a weapon. Let's get going. Alright, this is his journal right here. Oh yeah, I guess you could just take it off him like that. Nice and easy while he's your companion. Good, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and listen to that as we exit.
This is most unusual. The powder gangers have visitors today. I guess there's a first for everything. Now those tough-looking fellows must be great cons. I recognize those funny helmets and leather vests from stories I've heard. So what are they doing with that dapper gentleman who wears a checked suit? I wouldn't mind a suit like that. They're talking about heading south toward Nipton, then west to Novak where they'll meet up with someone. I guess I could track them if I needed to, but the town of Prim needs me here to serve and protect. Oh my, I think I've been spotted.
I think I've been spotted. This leads upstairs to floor 2. We saw this door on the other side last episode. I snagged those men tats there in that thing. I almost forgot about those. Let's head on out of here. That's all we got to do. Of course, there's a leaf blower guy outside, or maybe they're a weed whacker guy. I don't know, but there's someone making a lot of noise outside while I'm trying to record. Of course, let's talk Deputy Beegs now that we got him out of there safely.
That was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did.
Myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Prim. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
I love this character. Can you tell me about the man in the checkered suit who came through here?
Yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you?
Yeah, sounds like me.
Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
I am a courier who had some taken from him. I like how he was like, I guess he was going to say skulking. Let's see. What are you talking about? You're the sheriff now. Don't just walk away.
Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
Okay, well, what are the qualifications for a sheriff?
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a...
Oh, I'm not being a sheriff.
Someone
yeah,
who'll
okay.
settle down,
I'm definitely
watch
not a
others.
homebody.
I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
I'll bring law and order back to Prim.
You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
That does not. So yeah, we have 3 options now. Let's head back into the Vicky and Vance and explore option number 1. Alright, where's Johnson Nash? I think he's got some dialogue. I don't believe she does. Nope. Okay. Johnson Nash. You're not Johnson Nash. These people all just look like Johnson Nash from far away. Oh, he's probably, yeah, he's still up here hanging out. I see him.
Hey, youngster.
How can I help bring rule of law back to Prim?
Your guess is as good as mine. You might luck upon someone who's a natural-born sheriff. I heard of one fellow what got himself locked in that NCR jailhouse up I-15, and maybe that ain't the best credential, but a sheriff's a sheriff. I imagine the NCR would be able to bring some law to the town, too, but from what I've seen, they barely got the firepower to protect themselves.
And now you can look at his wares, if you wish. Doesn't have too much. I'm going to do all that later on in the Prim Surroundings episode. He'll have to move back to his shop. There's a glitch where he doesn't move into his shop. Sometimes he just stands outside or stands here. So I'll have to use a console command if that glitch happens. But I'll find Prim a new sheriff.
Finally decided to make yourself useful, huh? If you can bring the law back to Prim, we'll all be in your debt.
What about Prim Slim? Could he be sheriff?
Well, I guess I never thought of that. I guess he could be sheriff. If you think he could be reprogrammed for it.
So yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye to him. We'll talk to Prim Slim
Howdy,
real quick.
partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
Alright, so you can reprogram him using 3 fission batteries and 4 conductors. Now there's 1 fission battery in the Lone Wolf radio, and then there's 2 fission batteries on a shelving unit in Victor's shack there in Good Springs. We have not come across a single conductor yet, at least as far as random loot goes. Or normal loot goes, we haven't. Maybe there was one in a random loot or something. But up to this point, you can't find 4 conductors this early unless you were exploring in a completely different area. So this option's basically off the table. You can try and reprogram him to act as a sheriff, and that'll end this quest immediately. If I took some mentats, I would have enough science to do that. But I don't like the idea of a robot running town, being a sheriff and whatnot. So
Hey there.
we're gonna go talk to them fellas over at the NCR tent, and then we'll head on over to the NCR correctional facility and talk to Myers. I'm not gonna wait for the daytime. We're not exploring anything new. We can get some clarity, nighttime, mod vibes going. We know where we're at. All we gotta do is cross this bridge, go to the tents. Not too much dialogue there, but yeah, we'll go to the NCR correctional facility. These are the other 2 options: is to have Myers over the NCR correctional facility, the guy with the sheriff credentials, to have him take over as sheriff of Prim, or to have the NCR take over as sheriff. If you have Myers take over, Johnson Nash's shot prices drop by 25%, so they go to 75%, and I think he buys for more caps. If you have the NCR take over, then he raises his prices in his shop by 25%. So I don't know. It's better to just go with Myers overall, and then Prim Slim's kind of like the neutral option.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Prim is in dire need of some real law.
We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well.
We need to take over protecting the town.
What we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
We've been to Mojave Outpost. And then, yeah, you can just ask him who you should talk to again. So that's all he has to say about it right now. Let's go to the NCR Correctional Facility. Talking to the NCR in the tent here, Lieutenant Hayes, as well as talking to Myers here in the NCR Correctional Facility. We'll both have you be sent to the Mojave Outpost to get approval of either of them. So there is a barter check of 20 at the Mojave Outpost and a speech check of 25 or 30, I believe, as well. And you can do both checks. Let's talk to this guy real quick before we head on in.
One of us. Don't you know this is powder ganger territory?
Oh, it is? Woo! What is this? Or no, you know what? What exactly is a powder ganger?
We got sent here to fix the rails and make some new ones. And for that, we got to use dynamite. Of course, dynamite works pretty good against caravan guards, too. So, that's what we do. Rob and blow things up.
Oh, you guys are cool. What is this place?
This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here. Just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory.
All right, we have these other options. I'm going to talk to him about these later on when we do the NCR stuff. Right now, we're going to ask if we can go in.
Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me.
So you need 100 caps to get in, or you need good reputation with the powder gangers, of which I don't have, obviously, because I'm hated by them. So here's the caps.
All
Fuck
right,
it.
You can go on in. Can't guarantee your
Maybe we can get
safety,
these
though.
caps
Just
back
saying.
from you later. All right, so we'll ask him about all this other shit when we're doing the NCR episodes. Let's head on in. Myers is right here, right at the entrance, just sitting there, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all doing it up. Got a guanana stick that I really want, some guanana, but it'll be stealing and all these guys would attack me. So let's talk to Myers.
Anyone would willingly walk into this place, not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
I didn't he said willing. I thought he said like willy-nilly. I was like, man, I paid 100 caps to get in here. Let's see. Who's in charge of the powder
Right now,
gangers?
Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots.
Why are you still
I'm
here?
not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
I suppose. Tell me more about what happened in the
I
prison.
understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right?
Who's Cook?
Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do.
Where can I find Cook?
He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR.
Well, I'm sure we'll run into Cook later on. What did you do before you ended up
I
incarcerated?
was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small
The
town
irony.
west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
How do you feel about becoming Prim's new sheriff?
Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it had better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place. Sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison.
Does that mean you'll take the law into your own hands?
When I need to? Yes.
Ooh, I like this guy. You have a deal.
All right then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything.
Yep, guess so. All right, he's going to skedaddle, get on out of here. We'll come back here probably in like 2 or 3 episodes, I want to say. We're going to be hitting up the NCR Correctional Facility and doing all that jazz later on. Let's go ahead and make this our active quest instead of that Benny one. So now we can head to the... excuse me. Yeah, so he heads to Prim. We can head to the Mojave outpost. And this is why I discovered these locations in previous episodes. This is why I was like, you're going to say thank you, Brian. Okay, let's head on in. We have some brief dialogue prior to the other exchanges.
Patrolling the Mojave.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
What?
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
This is that guy that repairs stuff I was telling you about. Let's go ahead and check out his repairs. Might as well kind of do this. I have leather armor that I can use to repair that, so I'm not going to worry about that. Here, I'll just get that. I'm going to store that lightweight leather armor away. But, oh man, that's a lot to repair them knuckles. Chance's knife? Okay, I'll do it. Just because it's a legendary weapon. Lucky's not on here, that's good. And yeah, that leather armor is ridiculously expensive. Let's do his brass knucks real quick. Okay, I think that's all I want to do. I guess my shovel, why not? Alright, so we're going to save all this other dialogue stuff for when we do the Mojave outpost and whatnot, and talk to NPCs, you know, when we do all those episodes after the NCR Correctional Facility shit. But I'd like to talk to you, Major Knight, about Prim.
Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
Prim has seen better days.
It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. Lost a good bit of money at the Vicky-and-Vance.
Alright, so this is where I'm gonna, now that I got that dialogue out of the way, and I for sure won't waste this. And he uses whiskey to get +1 charisma. Oh yeah, I had to use that. I forgot to, I used it,
again,
and then when I reloaded, I didn't use it. So I'd like to talk to you about Prim. Hayes is undermanned and is requesting some additional support. So this is the NCR route. This is the Myers route. You can do both of these skill
I'd like
checks.
to help, but we can't spare any more units. We have to maintain a minimum head count at the outpost. Orders from the west.
It's always orders from the west. Well, with my BART of 20, having Prim and the trade route under NCR control would help the west.
I see the wisdom in that. I'll radio
Chug some
for you
whiskey
to
real
head to
quick
Prim
and come up
offer
with some
additional
crazy shit
support.
like that. That's funny. I love it. Okay, I'd like to talk to you about Prim again. One of the convicts from NCRCF is looking for a pardon so he can protect Prim.
One of the powder gangers? They've been nothing but trouble for us. Why would we want one of them anywhere in an official capacity?
Do you think I could buy a pardon for 200 caps? So you can buy a pardon for 200 caps, or you can pass the speech 30 check. His sentence was almost up, and he isn't tied to the powder gangers.
All right. If his sentence was closing up, I can see about getting him pardoned. Prim is important to our trade up from California, so having someone there who owes us a favor, that couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt. All right, let's... Oh, whoops. Okay, I'll have to remember to ask him that again, I guess. I don't know when we come back. He's like, oh, Major Knight. At least it was an unimportant dialogue thing that I chose. Okay, here we are, Prim. We'll go talk to the NCR guys real quick and get that out of the way. Oh, man. Just had to mow the lawn today, guys. You just had to. Oh, it's Thursday at 7 p.m. Why? What other time would I mow the fucking lawn? Like, come on. Let's talk to these fools real quick. We have Sergeant McGee over here. I don't know if I talked to him much. I think I did before. I think he has a new line of dialogue. What is it? I rescued Prim's deputy, but the town's still lawless. Can you believe that, Sergeant McGee?
Deputy of theirs is worth more than a spit. I was on lookout when he got frog-marched over to Bison Steve. If I had a long rifle or the order, I would have taken out the powder gangers to save him, but I didn't. He's tough shit, I guess.
Goodbye. All right, let's go talk to Lieutenant Hayes, and then we'll head over and talk to Myers and end this quest.
Yeah?
I got extra troop support for Prim.
Yeah, I just got word of that. There's a squad of rangers standing by. Sergeant McGee will take over as sheriff, and the rangers will be his deputies. This town will be in NCR territory. This means that aside from protection, the citizens will also need to become registered NCR citizens and pay any appropriate and associated taxes.
Let me think about it.
Those rangers are only coming if we get your support.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna not go down that route purely for mechanical reasons. You do well mechanically. I think you get some NCR reputation gain, but I want the barter gain because we're gonna get plenty of NCR reputation. Gonna have a lot of opportunities to do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna record another episode till these assholes are done with their shit. Man, this glare on the TV is making it hard to see, and the fact that it's nighttime. Okay, so Myers should be kind of wandering around. There he is. Don't get to do many quests or episodes at night because I'm always turning it to daytime so we can see what the fuck's going on.
Me and the boys will take
Talking to him will automatically finish the quest, by the way. That's all he has to say. Boom. That's it. That's the end of the quest. Look at that. Let's go ahead and head on into the Vicky and Vance and talk to Ruby and Johnson Nash real quick. And then we'll end the episode there. We'll begin next episode inside the Vicky and Vance casino so that we can access that safe, the hard lock safe that's in here, along with the two hard lock safes in the Bison Steve. How's Prim these days?
Got a new sheriff, as you know. Myers a bit rougher hewn than I might have liked, but he seems like a good sort. So far, so good.
This is where he's like, give me a moment to get back to my shop. And this is where he could glitch out. So we'll have to see next episode. If he does, then maybe I'll demonstrate using console commands how to fix that.
See you again.
Tell me about Prim.
Thanks to you, Prim's on the way back up. With folks watching over us, I think the raiders will keep their distance.
Now that the episode's ending, the loud-ass lawnmower shit's done. So we're just going to wait for everybody to leave. I don't think they could see us anyways over here, but it's better just let them all leave. You can probably loot the place. But I wanted to do it all in the Prim episode because, you know, it was Prim. We were exploring Prim and doing all that. The whiskey wore off. I am no longer tipsy. Tipsy McGee. And that must be the last person heading out there. Prim Slim will be hanging out in here, but that's fine. He can hang out. You can see we lost the option to make him sheriff. So, anyways, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we're going to unlock all 3 of the hard-locked safes, level up. You get that travel light perk, so that's cool. And then we'll explore a few of the surrounding areas here in Prim before heading to the NCR Correctional Facility to the north that we keep hearing so much about. So I'm going to thank you all for watching. My name's Brian, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.